Hi friends, I wanted to offer a quicker, mellow practice for our shoulders. For this, grab a chair. Have it like me. Grab a blanket to place on top of your chair after, and grab a strap. It could have a loop in it, or you could use anything like a belt or even a towel. So I'm just gonna place that on the top of my chair, and then take your right foot up on top of the chair and your knee moving behind you, your glute moving forward, so you might feel that nice adductor stretch. Take your right elbow towards your right knee right there, and then let your left arm go up, out, and over. Push your shoulder, your bottom shoulder, into a bit more traction there. Press your elbow into your knee. You could look up. You can look down with your neck. You can hold the back of your head and lead with your elbow. One more breath. Let's come on out of that. Now take your left hand behind you. And for some, you might be able to reach your fingertips towards your right inner leg, or they peek out. Right hand comes in and interlock your hands so that they're either like leaning to the right side of your lower back, or they could even wrap around the right side of your waist. They could be a little bit back behind as well. Wherever they get, squeeze your elbows together, drag your elbows down your back, and lean into that side stretch. You can play with pressing your bottom hip forwards and back, lifting out your spine out of your pelvis. You can let your head hang over to your right shoulder. You can roll your top left shoulder up, back, and down. You might get a little bit of movement in there. And we'll come on up. Squeeze your hands back behind you any amount. Let that go. Let's take the back side of our right wrist in towards our hip, right hip, and lay our forearm there on top of our upper thigh. So here you can, again, roll open. You'll be internally rotated in your shoulders, so you can press away, bring it into a side stretch, hold your head if you need to, lead with your elbow. Come on up and see if you can slide your elbow, right elbow on the inside of your thigh, or even a little lower, and then with your knee, press in. So take your right knee forwards. You can also push the back side of your wrist into your waist there. Sometimes I like to curl in with the left arm here and round, getting into the upper back there. Curling in. Come on up. Release that. Shake it out. One more here. Rotate out through your wrist is to take your fingers, we've been doing this, up towards your armpit. So you might take that on your upper leg. You might take that onto your side waist, even up into your armpit, and then see if you can lay your forearm down on your upper leg. So you could try a side stretch there again. You might shift forwards and take your elbow on the inside of your knee and press forwards any amount, and you might even curl in there. All the way up, release it out. Now you might use your strap for this. Go on the inside of your knee, feed your strap with your top left hand behind you so it dangles behind your back, and catch it. So now you have a bind. And you could roll open. What I like to do here is straighten my arms any amount, resist, right shoulder against inner right leg against inner shoulder, and roll open any amount there. Watch your neck isn't catching all that tension. You might notice when you're working with your shoulders, your neck really wants to help out, so it's nice to remind your neck to soften a little bit. Come on up out of that. Let's switch sides. So take the chair over to the other side. In between the sides, you are welcome to hold on to the top of the chair. Lean back, get your armpits of strength, protracted shoulder blades a little bit, and then reach your pubic bone and tailbone away. You might do that from the top of your chair. You might do that from the bottom of your chair, bending your knees a little bit, strong armpits, accordion your side waist. You could also try putting your elbows down. If that's not too low for you, I know I'm a shorty, so that might be more available for me. Hands together. And then let's come on up and switch sides. So we got our left leg up. Beautiful. Left leg up on the chair, left elbow down. Reach into your stretch. Take a breath in. Breath out. Hold your head, lead with your elbow, play with it. Make it yours. Knee goes back, left hip goes forward. So you're getting some nice external rotation, hip opening here, inner leg opening as well. Come on up when you're ready. Take your right hand behind your back. Your fingers might peek out. Interlock your hands, so they might be resting on the left lower back, or they could come right around. Lean into that, and you can take your left ear towards your left shoulder. You can play with moving your hip forwards and back, so a little bit of hip extension. Try to keep your low back long when you're doing that. You can explore all the nooks and crannies. Come on up out of that, and then take the back side of your left hand to your waist. Lay your forearm down on your upper leg. You can reach again into a side bend. Press your left elbow into your left leg, so you really open up the space in between your neck and your shoulder. You can also press the back side of your hand into your waist and get a beautiful stretch through the top of your wrist. You can come up out of that and lean a little bit in. So your elbow might come lower, so you can curl a bit in and then play with pressing your knee forwards. So instead of pushing it back here, push it forwards, getting a stretch to the back side of your shoulder blade muscles, the back side of your shoulders. You can curl in to catch your elbow, your left knee, your shin, or even your foot if you like, and round through your back. Come on up out of that, rotate out through your wrist. Turn your fingers towards your waist. Either take that on your thigh, your hip, maybe up into your armpit, and lean your forearm again down. Reach into your side stretch. Catch your head if you want. Open it up. Press away with your bottom elbow. You can take that elbow in and press your knee forwards. So you're rocking onto the inner part of your left foot. And you might come across in a bit of a rounded position where your shoulders at the front feel like they're coming towards each other. So it's a shortening of the collarbone area, a rounding of the upper back. Come all the way up out of that. You can release it. Beautiful. Our last one is to take our strap, right? And with our top right hand, take it behind our back. Reach in and catch a bind. Of course, you could do this without the strap, but then you can lean your left elbow against your left knee and maybe try to straighten your arm. So that does something pretty interesting to your top shoulder. Breathe in there. Watch that your neck doesn't take all of the strain, and come on up. So nice. You can turn towards your chair, stretch it out, your strong armpits, your long side body, bend your knees, pubic bone, tailbone, shoot away. You could take that onto the base of your chair if it's not too low for you. Bend your knees to get there. And you could also play with your elbows there on your chair. This could be a nice desk break, right? So you might stop it there if you're going back to work. Or my fave is to place a blanket on top of the chair. Take your calves on top of that. So if you're a bit higher up, I'm short, so my pelvis is almost hanging, but it feels good because I'm getting a nice weightedness to my pelvis. You could also slip a blanket underneath here and place your arms wherever you like. And my suggestion would be to take 5 minutes here. Getting the fidgeting out. Letting yourself drift or float away or sink into the Mother Earth. You could take your knees in, roll to the side, roll up. Thank you for sharing this practice with me today. I hope it's useful for you.